Richard Southern is here to take a look at some of the day's top business stories. And Richard, Taylor Swift has finally announced plans to come to Canada, and everyone's looking to cash in on that one.
Have we done too many Swiftie stories, do you think, or is this appropriate?
I think there's never enough, really. The people want it.
I think you're right. I was looking at our analytics, it's like #1 on our website, the Swiftie
Not
stories.
surprising.
It's amazing. Of course, we found out yesterday she's coming to Toronto for 6 shows next year. Companies want in on this. She is such a strong brand now. Companies want in. RBC, Royal Bank today, announced that it is opening access to a select ticket sale for Swift's 6 Toronto shows to people in its loyalty program. But at the same time, RB said now it's going to open up that loyalty program, Avion, to those who don't bank with RBC. They're really trying to get people on board here, and they're using Swift as a way to do it. Globe and Mail reports that the bank clinched a spot as the official financial services partner for Swift's concerts in Toronto and has now leveraged that to try and get more people on the Avion loyalty program. RBC stock up 0.3%. Swift is moving the markets. It's unbelievable.
I think I have to come up with a Taylor Swift side hustle or something to also cash in on that.
Let's print some T-shirts or something. We got to get in on this.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, one of Canada's largest telecommunications companies is cutting jobs.
Yeah, this was tough to hear today. It was TELUS, based out of Vancouver, cutting 6,000 jobs, and the company says it's in a move to adapt to what it called, quote, a rapidly transforming industry. It blamed changing regulation and competition rules. Earlier this year, the federal industry minister did require telecoms to bolster consumer rights and affordability and competition. As it announced the job cuts today, TELUS also revealed that profit was down 61% from a year ago. TELUS stock moved a bit lower. We also heard from Stats Canada today about the July jobs numbers in Canada, or lack thereof. Canada surprisingly lost jobs in July, 6,400 of them, and the unemployment rate ticked higher to 5.5%, the third month in a row that the unemployment rate headed higher. Many economists now think with the softening labor market, it's very likely, Melissa, that the Bank of Canada may be on hold with any more interest rate hikes for the near term.
Okay, and the trading week has now come to a close, and it was a rough one for Apple.
Apple stock today had its worst performance of the year, and it's such a big stock that, it's easy to wipe a lot of market value off the table when it falls. And about $60 billion in market value was lost today. Apple stock falling 4.8%. It reported earnings last night, and the profit and the revenue was a little bit better than expected. The problem was the all-important iPhone, which means so much to Apple. They didn't sell as many iPhones as expected in the last 3 months. And the iPad sales were also very disappointing as well. Melissa, the company is spending $22 billion every 3 months now on research and development. And CEO Tim Cook gave us a little hint on what it's doing. He said in the next few months they're going to see they're going to roll out some software upgrades for the iPhone that will incorporate AI, artificial intelligence. Not exactly clear what, but a little bit of a tidbit there as far as what we could expect from Apple in the next little bit.